Yeah, we here. Y'all hear that applause? That's our audience in the universe. That's you guys applauding how great we are. But yeah, we got another show for y'all today.
Welcome back to What's Wacky to Us.
And today's topic is...
Dun dun dun. Would you date you?
Oh, this might be a hard pill to swallow.
And why would you or not date you?
This is going to be a good one because a lot of people don't want to answer that question because everybody think they're dateable. Everybody think they're the bomb. Everybody, they don't like to expose their flaws. But would you date you? Would you date you, son?
I think I'm pretty dateable. I'm still cute, even as a older lady, and I take very good care of myself. I am pretty smart. I don't think I'm the smartest, but I'm pretty smart. And I'm a great cook.
Great?
Yes.
Great means like...
I'm a great cook, and you know it.
I can say great. I'm not great.
Yes, you
I'm
are.
not no great cook.
Yes, you
I'm
are.
all right.
You know you a great cook.
No.
At
Great
any
is
rate,
like
yes,
way
I
up
would.
there.
And I think I have a pretty good grasp of relationships for the most part. I think, understanding people's love language is difficult, but doable. I would say one of my so-called flaws is as a typical Scorpio, and not blaming it on the zodiac, I'm just saying it's a very typical trait. I do have a hard time communicating. I've gotten slightly better in age, but I definitely think that's something that I could work on. But aside from that, I think when you're aware of your flaws and not trying to hide them or trying to act like they don't exist, that's how you're going to better yourself anyway. So, yes, I think I'm dateable. And you, Richard?
Am I dateable? Someone sounded like she was like typing into a dating app just now, giving her she was making
my case.
She was making a profile.
I can tell you now that's not happening. Years ago, I learned my lesson. I don't do online shit.
She's making a profile just now. But would I date me? Of course I would. Sometime. Not all the time. I wouldn't date me all the time because when I'm focused on something, I don't know if I would want to be dating me because I'm not really going to pay you any attention at all, probably. Maybe out of 100%, I'll probably pay you like 10% of my attention. But other than that,
I don't think that's true about you.
Quality-wise, of course, because, with me personally, it's going to be, everything's going to be good. It's going to be taken care of. It depends on what you're looking for. Then it's like, I can't say, like, for somebody, it depends on what you're looking for. You might not be looking for security and aesthetics. Mm-hmm. Everybody have different reasons and different things they're looking for in a relationship. So, like affection-wise, I ain't going to give you too much. I'm not really affectionate. So if you're looking for a lot of affection, laying up, hugged up all day, and shit like that, I'm not your guy. You have to find somebody else. But if you're looking for security, both like physical security and like economic security, I'll probably be your guy. I'm still like aesthetically, I'm still lookable without you being mad, rolling over and being like, damn. This nigga still here, his ugly self. I know that's how some chicks be sometimes. They be like, this motherfucker with his hard toes.
Oh, God.
Had them grandpa toes. I remember my grandfather used to have them, like, why back in the day, he used to have them wooden looking toenails and shit. Like, I always remember that, like, he used to have wooden looking toenails. Like,
That was fun guy.
But I didn't know what it was. I used to be like, why your toes look like wood?
You are stupid.
For real. Like, and I used to see that back in the days with the old people, old heads and shit. I used to be like, yo. It was like George Washington teeth. His false teeth was made of wood.
That was that old lie. Because they didn't want to admit that he had all them old slaves' teeth in his mouth. So they say he had wooden teeth.
Yeah, he's putting other people's teeth in his mouth?
He had the teeth of his slaves.
Ugh, that's so disgusting.
It is, but that's what it was. That was the
lie.
lie.
To the third degree.
They had us thinking that he had wooden teeth.
But
so George Washington would not have been dateable because he probably had the yuck mouth of all yuck mouths.
But to the audience, like, is that something like, what would be your profile? I gave a bit of my
deal breaker.
No, I'm saying like to the audience, like they got to ask themselves, like, how would they make their profile? Like to be, would you date yourself? What's bad? What's bad about me? I have no, like my affection. Like I don't have a lot of affection. I don't hug a lot. Walk holding hands, strolls in the park. I'm not of a doer. I'm like a doer.
We have taken plenty of strolls in the park for one. I agree with you that you're not affectionate, but you know why that works? Because I'm not that affectionate either, so it works. I'm more affectionate than him, but he's definitely on point with that. He's not an affectionate guy.
I'm more of a doer, shower in other ways that I like you. You know, if I don't like you, I ain't gonna do shit. Like I'll just be like, you know. But other than that,
what's your deal breaker?
A deal breaker with a female?
Mm-hmm.
Just an unmotivated chick, like a female that's unmotivated, you know, always has problems. I don't like chicks that always have problems. No vision, and, you know, lack of support for whatever I'm doing. You gotta support whatever I'm doing because I'm always doing something. A lack of vision, and like no what do you call it? Like, no conversation. Like, if you can't give me no brain stimuli, and I ain't talking about the new wave brain.
You're so stupid.
I'm talking about your real brain. Like, you know, like just talking to you. If I can't talk to you, or you can't talk to me. Another thing I don't like that women do, like, one thing I don't like too. It's not really a deal breaker. But one thing I don't like is like a woman that don't plan stuff. Like she need to plan, like gotta be able to plan things out. You know, like I don't like having to do everything. And I've been in a lot of relationships, that's how it's been. Like I don't like having to plan everything. I like somebody that's gonna plan something, do something. Just be more proactive in a relationship. Yeah, that's what it is. Proactive in a relationship. You know, I don't want to always have to take the lead on everything. But, yeah, that's me in a nutshell. So, to the people out there, we would love to hear your profile. And are you dateable? So, go online, go on social media, go on that What's Wacky to Us Facebook page. Or email us. That's another thing. Email us. Someone said she said she got some hate mail. Somebody said we was homophobic.
We did.
From the What's Wacky Gmail. What is it?
What's Wacky to us at gmail.com.
Somebody like homophobic. Like wait, why would you say it? Because our stance is like it's not anti-gay.
It's really not.
It's like it's not even, it's crazy. Like people always want to twist this stuff. Like it's not anti-gay. It's just how I'm living, you know, ain't nothing wrong with like how you living.
Neither of us have an extreme phobia or fear of gay people. You know,
I think nobody has a fear of gay people. Nobody's like scared of gay people. I know I said this over and over, but I don't think nobody's scared of gay people. You know, but if that's their vice, that's their thing. Get them through the day. Hey, whatever floats your boat.
We received a hate mail. I was appalled, to say the least.
I didn't care.
I mean, I know, but I don't care. I was just appalled because it's like sometimes I'm just like, what are you seeing?
Shots at the person who sent us a naughty letter.
Okay. It was basically cursing us out, but whatever.
In the news today, we're going to talk about it's going crazy with Travis Scott and his Astro World Festival in Houston. It took place over, the weekend past or a couple of days, last week.
None of that shit makes sense to me. It just doesn't. I hear today that the sheriff or whoever in Austin went to Travis Scott's trailer right before the show started to express his concern about the hostile energy of the crowd. And for the life of me, I just can't understand why you went to his trailer and you didn't go to the head of security, you did not go to the promoters, you did not bring additional reinforcements for your concern. And again, the artist himself is there to okay how he wants his set to look. He doesn't really have any say in the setup, the security, etc., except for his personal security. I mean, I get it. People are going to sue, and I get it. You have a right to do that. And when you lose a loved one under some
8 people died,
funky circumstances. But again, to me, I'm just saying, based on what's been, brought out into the open thus far, I just don't see how Drake and Travis Scott are responsible for
I don't think they liable.
The crowd getting out of control and the promoters not making sure there was enough security, enough stability, and WTF was going through the crowd injecting people with a substance in the neck and needles. Like, what is this BS?
And it was proven he did get stuck in the neck. One of the security guards passed out, went to the hospital. They said it was a prick in his neck. And I was hearing online too, like, in other festivals that happen, people are injecting people at these festivals. So I don't know what's that all about. That's some new wave madness, but that's a little crazy. And I don't think Travis Scott, what you going to charge them with? Like, you got the crowd too hype, inciting a riot or something, inciting hypeness. Like, you got the crowd too turned up, and you got these people too hype, and it caused this horrific incident to happen. I don't know how you could charge them, but
and yet he has a whole documentary discussing how his music has helped so many people, but now suddenly he's like public enemy number one. I'm not understanding. I'm just not. I get it, because if my child was injured, maimed, or killed in a concert event, yes, I'm wanting everyone to pay too. I do. But sometimes something sensible has to be brought to the light. And I just feel like you're demonizing him, calling him a Satan worshiper and a demon.
Oh, wow. They are?
And I just am not quite seeing it.
People love to be mad.
On that note, I say it's just another check mark on the Kardashian curse list. I'm just saying. Every man that them women be involved with goes through some kind of something bad, and it just keeps on happening. So your boy, what's his name? Travis, the drummer, Courtney's man,
Barker.
Travis Barker better watch his back, cause
he always was going through stuff anyway. But anyway, yeah, that's a bad incident, because it was a 14-year-old, a 10-year-old got injured. I think a 14-year-old died. Those festivals be out of control. It's too many people, and it's just too wide open. And it's like hard. I don't know how much security can you have, because I doubt if anybody's in the middle of all that. So that's just like that was this waiting to happen. And it's not the first time something like this happened at a festival.
Exactly.
But because even when festivals first started, what was it? What was that big old festival back in the day that really started festivals? Woodstock.
The joint, even that. But the joint with Diddy, when those people got trampled at Diddy's
That wasn't
thing.
a festival. That was a show. But I'm saying, like, the festival outside of Woodstock, if you go